Hi, my name's Austin. This oh, yeah, is my Zoom call here. We we're doing a little toast. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I do want to thank you too for the quick extension. I think this is just a sprain. I should no more next week, but I was I was in a lot of pain Thursday night, so I appreciate you giving me a brief extension. In the moment, all that I could think about were the extreme juxtapositions my body was facing. My top half was being sweated and baked in the hot July heat, while my bottom half was being cooled and chilled against the piercing rush of water. My eyes were fixed on the bristling wind going through the tall green trees, while my mind was acutely aware of the dangerous, unstable, and unpredictable current beneath the surface. It was a hot day in late July in 2019. My best friend Jessica and I were going down to the river off of River Loop 2 for the day to cool off with some cool drinks and good music. It was a spot that we'd gone to a few times before, so we knew where all of the good shady spots were, where all the good skipping rocks were, the river day essentials. Only this time was a little different in that we were taking her 2-year-old dog, a German Shepherd Black Lab mix named Nani. Nani was a good dog. She was very loving, very sweet when she got to know you. But she was a little unpredictable, a little impulsive. She was known to bolt off at the first sight of any movement. So because of this, I knew we would have to keep a little closer eye on her. But between Jessica and I figured we were solid. We were having a great time. About an hour in, I look around and I realize Nani is nowhere to be seen. Where'd she go? I look down the riverbank. There she is, about 40 or 50 yards down, testing out the water down there. We hadn't yet gone that far, so I didn't know what the water was like. And, we're kind of watching her a little bit, and she goes farther and farther in. And all of a sudden, she drops off and starts ferociously paddling. Jessica and we look at each other. We're like, what? There must be a drop off in the water. Jessica is starting to freak out a little bit because this is her baby, right? And so we're talking about possible options we have here and quickly realize we don't really have any options. So without thinking about it, I kind of just drop whatever's in my hand, I empty out my pockets, and I run off after her. By the time I get to where she entered the water, Nani, is about halfway into the river now. She's about halfway across, maybe 20 or so yards. And she is giving it all she's got. By this time, she's slowly going in a circle, so I could tell that her legs were not stable underneath her, and she's being carried away down the water. By the time I'm in now, and by the time I'm halfway across, she is on the other bank. The other side of the river was this thick, uncut brush that had one opening where Nani entered, and then coincidentally, another opening directly across from where we set up camp. It was a span of about 40, 50 yards maybe. And so Nani is pacing back and forth. She's not sure what to do. Her owner is on the other bank, and the river is freezing where she was and violent, so she's not wanting to get back in that. I'm crawling up onto the bank now, and I'm doing my best to calm her. I'm trying to calm her down a little bit, soothe her however I can. And I know I just have to get this dog back across. So I test the water a little bit. It is cold. It is violent. And I pick Nani up here and carry her like this. I wait a few minutes just to kind of test my leg strength, the strain, and it's okay, so I take a step into the water. By this time, I've got Nani up on my collarbones here. She is shivering, she's whimpering, she is sopping wet, this 70-pound dog. And I'm making my way through the water. With each step that I take, the water level is rising higher and higher, and the current is growing stronger and stronger against my body. In that moment, though, I'm not thinking about Nani. I'm not really thinking about Jessica. I'm not even thinking about the water, really. My eyes were just transfixed on these beautiful green trees dotting the sky, the clear blue cloudless sky. And it's beautiful, really. I'm thinking about that and the aforementioned juxtapositions. So we're about halfway across the river now. I'm carrying her, and I'm not thinking again about anything else but the juxtapositions. The water level is beating against my legs. And finally, we make it across to the other side. I drop her off and collapse really onto the rocks that we were hanging out on. Jessica rushes over with some water to see if we're okay. Nani is tentatively checking her surroundings. And when she finds that she's finally safe, she burrows her head into my side and starts licking my face in a show of thanks and appreciation. And I knew I did the right thing. It was maybe a little nerve-wracking at first, but once I got into it, it really was just second nature. And so that's kind of what this story is. It's a story of unpredictability and entrusting yourself. A lot of people think, oh, if I were in such and such situation, I would know what to do. I would do the right thing. But then we kind of question ourselves if we really would do that. Do we have it in us? This goes to show you that, you really just have to trust yourself and your best instincts to do the right thing and to come out on top. Thank you.